Hello and welcome to our gameplay preview of Rage 2. My name's Mark.
And I'm James.
And I recently went to London to play this pre-beta build at Bethesda's offices. This is not my footage, it's played by somebody who's a lot better than me. This is the B-roll that we got given. But yeah, James, you played the first one of this, right?
Yeah, I played the original Rage. I actually thought it was a pretty good game.
I mean, it completely passed me by. I wasn't really that interested. And even when it was announced at E3 this year, I was very lukewarm to it. But having played it, it's pretty good.
It looks pretty cool. I mean, it looks a lot more fluid than the first game. Like, the combat looks pretty intense.
Yeah, so id Software obviously have had a huge hand in this, the guys behind Doom, and it shows. You can see already, just by looking at it, there's a very Doom-esque sort of run and gun and chop and explode and...
yeah, definitely.
Mowing people in half with guns, that kind of thing. But there... I know.
That's carnage.
It's beautiful. It's shocking and it's beautiful. There's a lot of things that I don't like about this game. We might get to those a little bit later. But what I love is the combat. It's fun. It's engaging. You run around. You have 4 or 5 powers that you can use, which are being shown off in this footage that we've got. There's one that you can use just to basically completely batter the enemies. And there's nothing about it that isn't fun. So yeah, the gameplay is great. The story is very meat and potatoes. You're a person doing stuff and murdering people, but it's told really nicely through exposition from characters who are very Borderlandsy. So if you like Borderlands, you're gonna, there's something that you're gonna love here, hopefully.
That sort of zany kind of colourful character.
That's it, exactly. So yeah, so taking that as an example, this is what we've been asked to do. Is we've got to become a wasteland celebrity.
Nice.
By racing some cars and shooting some mutants.
The two beautiful things that we all do all the time.
Yeah, staples of the apocalypse, really. So one of the things I don't like is actually, it's the driving. It's very standard. I mean, I think that they probably could have had a bit more, I don't know, fun with it. It's arcadey, but it's not particularly fun. And sadly you do a lot of it. This is a race that you do, but you do also spend a lot of time in the open world, sort of just driving around like this, not doing much, and it's just, I'm driving, good.
Yeah, it looks sort of serviceable, but it doesn't look particularly challenging.
Yeah, so this is okay. So this is Mutant Bash TV, and again, the Borderlands kind of just bat insane. Characters that are, I don't know what she's doing. She's using a guy as a footstool there, but it's engaging. Like, you don't have to think too much. It's all very flamboyant and in your face that you don't have to unpick anything. It is just all there.
Yeah, I mean, someone with feather boas, and did they just cut their hand open to get wine out?
And she's going to drink the blood, so...
Fantastic,
yeah.
There we go. That's like you on a Friday night.
Yeah. Oh, what have you been watching? So, like I say, the combat is very doomy, and it really comes alive in these kind of short arenas that you get put into sometimes, and it really is best showcased in those arenas. If you go out into the wider world, it becomes a bit more... cover shootery,
okay,
which isn't, it does it fine, but it doesn't.
More sort of Gears of War kind of combat.
Yeah, that's exactly what again, it's fine, but it's not as fun as when you're in close combat with these people, again, like Doom.
What's that?
It's like a what would you call it? It's a weeble wobble.
Oh yeah, the weebles wobble, but they don't fall. Then.
It's a weeble wobble of death. If you touch it, you die.
It looks terrifying.
Yeah, this entire section wasn't very easy. This boss is just a bullet sponge, though, so he's pretty...
Is it like wave after wave of enemies and then one boss at the end?
Yeah, so you have to kill a few different... In this particular level, you have to kill a few different waves of mutants, and then kill the boss at the end, who, like I say, he's just a bullet sponge. Fair
enough. I mean, he's quite a gory, not very pretty looking bullet sponge.
Yeah.
These people seem to be nice.
I mean, it's kind of freaky, isn't it? He looks a bit like Gordon Ramsay. Do you not reckon?
Yeah, I get that.
I don't think that's what they were going for.
I seem more like Dick Cheney, but yeah, definitely like a sort of Gordon Ramsay if played by Christian Bale.
Yeah. So the open world traversal stuff is just... I don't know how... Again, we only played about 2 hours of it, and I don't know how much of that is the game.
Yeah.
So these kind of things, there's always something dropping or somebody sprinting into the road to hijack you or whatever, but you don't have to stop. And to be honest, I don't feel like I missed much by not stopping.
Oh, okay, so like optional side quests in a way.
Well, yeah, like I guess a little bit, but again, I don't know because I didn't stop for them.
Not fair.
I wasn't that interested.
You had something to do. You had errands to run. Busy guy.
This is a boss. He's a handsome chap, isn't he? He's like I don't know, he's like a rancor kind of thing.
But crossed with Biff from Back to the Future.
Biff from Back to the Future, yeah. The guy who unleashes him on you is, I think he's called, what is it, Clegg Clayton? And he looks like a cross between Guy Fieri and Rikishi from WWE.
What a throwback.
Yeah, bring him back. Oh, is he dead? I don't know.
I hope not.
Anyway, yeah, he's kind of... I don't know how many of these boss battles there are in the game. What was the first one like for that kind of thing?
But to be honest with you, like my knowledge of the first one was it was pretty monotonous. It was a fun game to just be out there walking around, but like you encountered hard enemies every now and then, but it seemed to be kind of a grind. Like most enemies were just one shot and done.
Yeah. But this showcases what is good about the game again. You know, the close quarters. It's very stylistic. It's nice to look at. Like, you know, you're never going to be that bored when you're grinding people into chunks of meat. But
I like the way it flashes on the screen when you use your powers.
Yeah, again, it's got Doom all over it. It's very visual, very visceral, and there's a lot to like. There really is. Like I said, I wasn't interested. Having played the game for a couple of hours, I'm definitely interested, as long as it's more of this kind of stuff and less of the driving.
Yeah, less of the crossing from one area of the map to another.
Yeah.
It looks pretty huge.
Well, again, but what's to do in it? We'll find out. Anyway, thank you, James. This game comes out on May the 14th across all platforms, so yeah.
Thank you, Mark. And don't forget to follow UNILAD Gaming for more content like this.
Cool.